Hello everyone! Welcome po ulit sa ating Matisip YouTube channel where you can find free Tagalog mathematics tutorial. Our goal here in this channel is to make mathematics easier for you to understand. Our topic for today is solving equations using properties of equality. To our fellow teachers who would like to avail of these PowerPoint products, you can click the link in the description below or you can message us on our Facebook page. Para naman po sa mga learners natin dyan, you can click the subscribe button para po updated tayo sa mga bago pa nating mga lessons. Alright, so without further ado, let's now begin with our lessons. Okay, the learning competency for this topic is to find the value of an unknown in an equation where the unknown is non-negative. Okay, so before we start the lesson, let's have first a review. Okay, review po muna natin yung equation. Remember, equation is a mathematical statement that shows the two expressions are equal. Okay, just like here in our example, we have here x plus 3 is equal to 5. So just like a balance scale wherein the left side is equal to the right side. Okay, so two sides are equal. Dapat parehas po yung kanilang value, just like a balance scale. Now, in solving an equation, we are looking for the value of the variable. So here in this example, ang variable po natin dito is yung x, meaning unknown po yung kanyang value. So when we say solve the value, hahanapin po natin yung equivalent ng x na variable. Okay? This is our lesson in the previous video. What else? We also learned about the properties of equality. Now, today we are going to use these properties to solve an equation. Okay, ano po ba yung mga properties of equality na na-discuss natin in the previous lesson? So we have here the reflexive property of equality, meaning A is equal to A. Okay, it is equal to itself. Okay, ano pa po? We also have here symmetric property of equality. Okay, if A is equal to B, if a number is equal to another number, then B is equal to A. Kahit pagbaliktarin po natin yan, if we switch their places, parehas lang din po ang kalalabasan. What else? We have the third property here. It's transitive property of equality. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C. Next is the substitution property of equality. If A is equal to B, then A may be replaced by B or B may be replaced by A without changing the meaning. Okay? Next, we have the addition and subtraction property of equality. If A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C. Meaning, if we're going to add something on the left side, we will also add the same number on the right side. Okay? Ganun din po sa subtraction. A minus C is equal to B minus C. If we subtract C from A, we will also subtract C from the other side, which is B. Ganun din po dito sa multiplication and division property of equality. If A is equal to B, then A times C is equal to B times C. Ganun din po sa division. A divided by C is equal to B divided by C. Whatever we multiply on the left side, we will also multiply the same number with the right side. Okay, ganun din po sa division. Pag nag-divide tayo dito sa right, magdi-divide din po tayo dito sa left ng same na divisor. Okay, so itong dalawang ito, addition and subtraction, and then multiplication and division, actually apat po itong properties na ito. Ito po kadalasan ang gagamitin natin. Okay, and some of the properties here. Okay, so kailangan nyo pong tandaan yung mga properties of equality. If you want to have a more detailed discussion on these properties of equality, you can watch our previous video on this lesson. Okay, hanapin nyo lang po sa ating playlist. Okay, so let us now start solving equation using the properties of equality. So magbibigay po ako ng mga examples. Medyo madami po yung mga examples natin ngayon. And then after the examples, you have to pay attention kasi mamaya after the examples, I'm going to give you the practice exercise para po ma-practice nyo din yung napag-aralan nyo. Okay, so let's now begin. Okay, now in solving equations using properties of equality, lagi po nating tatandaan na ganito po yung format. Okay, so ang goal po natin is laging yung nandito sa left side, yun po yung variable na sinosolve natin. And then yung nandito po sa right side, yun na po yung magiging sagot or yung constant na walang kasamang ibang variable. It's just a number. Okay? So, dito sa ating mga examples, we are going to use the variable x. Okay? So, ang goal natin is x is equal to the number o yung answer po natin. So, yun po dapat ang end goal natin, yung target natin. Okay, so let's start with the first example. Okay, we have here x minus 6 is equal to 10. Okay, ito po yung tinatawag nating one-step equation. Okay, bakit po siya tinawag na one-step? Okay, one step meaning isang step or major step lang ang kailangan natin to solve for the value of x. Okay, let's see. So again, x minus 6 is equal to 10. Ang goal po natin dito sa pinakababa, ang final answer natin is in the form of x is equal to the number. Okay, walang maiiwang kasama yung variable x dito, ganun din po dito sa right side. Okay, so since meron po tayong minus 6 dito, ang goal natin is tatanggalin po natin itong minus 6 na ito. We are going to eliminate or remove this para po ang maiwan lang is yung variable x. Okay? So, paano po natin yan tatanggalin? Okay. So, here gagamit na po tayo ng property. And mind you, itong 6 po na ito ay maisasama na rin po yung operation natin. So, kung minus po ito, yung minus na sign, magiging yun na po yung sign ng ating integer. Meaning, magiging negative 6 na po yung tatanggalin natin. So, how do we remove this? Okay, ano ang operation na gagamitin natin para matanggal si negative 6? Okay, dito na po papasok yung concept natin ng additive inverse. Okay, remember, we discussed additive inverse before. When you add the opposite of a negative number, for example, negative 6, i-add mo yung opposite niya, which is positive 6. Ito na po yung tinatawag nating additive inverse. Anong mangyayari? Negative 6 plus positive 6 will be 0. Okay? So we can cancel this out. Pwede na nating tanggalin. But remember, whatever we add here on the left side of the equation, gagawin din po natin yan dito sa right side. So magpa-plus 6 din po tayo dito kay 10. Okay? Kasi ito na po yung, anong property po ito? Yes, ito na po yung addition property of equality na napag-aralan natin in the previous video. Okay? Meron pong shortcut dito. Ang tawag nila dito para mas madali ay ganito, no? Ang basa po niyan ay hindi yung sa ganitong klase ng hayop, but rather, they just read this as APE. Okay? Yun po yung shortcut. Kasi ito kadalasan yung ginagamit na property. So in other textbook, they just write APE, meaning addition property of equality. Okay, now, if we remove negative 6 here, tatanggal na yan, magiging 0 na siya, maiiwan po si x, at dito po sa right side, 10 plus 6 will become 16. Okay, so ang ating final answer is x is equal to 16. Okay? So, paano po natin ma-make sure na tama yung ating sagot? Ito po yung pinaka-importanting step when we are solving equation. It's the checking part. Okay, ito po kadalasan ang nakakalimutan ng marami. So, we have to check whether our answer is correct. Paano po? Using our original equation, we have here x minus 6 is equal to 10. All we have to do is to substitute yung ating nakuhang sagot, which is 16, dito po sa variable x. Okay, sa original na equation, ilalagay natin yung nakuha nating sagot, which is 16 sa variable x. So, copy lang po natin, si minus 6 is equal to 10. Therefore, let us see kung magiging equal siya. If the left side will be equal to the right side, it means that our answer is true. Okay, meaning the equation is true. So, 16 minus 6, of course, it will be 10. So, dito, na-make sure natin na balance or true yung ating equation. 10 is equal to 10, meaning our answer, 16, is the correct answer. Okay, let's have example number 2. We have here x plus 4 is equal to 7. So again, this is still one-step equation. Okay, this time, plus 4 naman po siya. So again, remember, our goal is to have the variable x on the left side and then the final answer on the right side. So ano po ang tatanggalin natin dito sa left side? Okay, it's the positive 4. Okay, paano po natin tatanggalin si positive 4? Anong operation ang gagamitin natin at anong number ang gagamitin natin. So, to make this 0, ano ang number na isusubtract mo? Okay, para maging 0 siya. Okay, so here we have 4. We are going to subtract 4 by 4 para maging 0. Okay, para we can cancel it out. Therefore, ang tawag po natin dito, by the way, is the subtraction property of equality. Whatever we subtract on the left side, ganun din po yung isusubtract natin on the right side. Okay? Para po matanggal yung number dito, okay, we have to subtract it by itself. Okay? So we have now here x is equal to 3 because 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Okay? Meron din po tayong alternative solution dito. Okay? Dito, pwede po ulit po natin gamitin yung APE or yung addition property of equality. Okay, bakit po? Since x plus 4 is equal to 7, we can actually add yung kanyang additive inverse. Ano po ba ang additive inverse ng positive 4? Okay, it's actually negative 4. So kung i-add mo yung additive inverse niya, magiging 0 din po yan. Okay, magiging 0, maka-cancel out. Now, kung nag-add po tayo ng negative 4 dito sa left side, dapat mag-add din po tayo ng negative 4 sa right side. Remember, this is now what we call the addition property of equality. Okay, therefore, we will have x is equal to 3. So, 7 plus negative 4 is 3. Remember, when you are adding the additive or inverse of a positive number, para rin po tayong nag-subtract. Okay, so ano pong mas madali dito? Well, for me, mas madali po itong subtraction property of equality kapag ang atin pong tinatanggal is a positive number. Mag-subtract lang po tayo para maging 0 siya. Okay? Well, this is the same. Parehas lang po ang concept. Now, the most important thing is we have to check our answer. Okay? Check po natin. X plus 4 basing from our original equation. X plus 4, we will substitute yung ating nakuhang sagot which is 3. So, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Is it true? Yes, 7 is equal to 7. Therefore, our answer is correct. Okay, example number 3, we have here 8 is equal to x plus 2. Okay? So, kung napapansin nyo yung ating variable, nandito po siya sa right side. Okay? You might be asking, sir, paano yan? Ang goal natin, yung variable x dapat nasa left side at yung mga sagot or yung number is dapat nandito sa right side. So, don't worry. Meron po tayong gagawin mamaya. Merong property na i-apply natin para po ma-meet natin tong ating goal. So, we have here first, we have to remove yung ating 2 dito sa right side para ang maiwan lang is si x. So, what are we going to do? We will subtract 2 dito para matanggal po yung 2. So, maka-cancel out po yan. And kung ano po yung ginawa natin dito sa isang side, ganun din po ang gagawin natin sa kabilang side. So, mag-minus 2 po tayo dito sa left side. So, 8 minus 2. This is now what we call the subtraction property of equality again. Okay, para po ma-eliminate natin yung kasama ng x dito sa right side. So, therefore, our answer is 6 is equal to x. However, hindi pa po tayo tapos kasi kailangan nating baliktarin. Ipunta po natin yung variable x dito sa left side. So, how are we going to do it? We now need the symmetric property of equality. Remember, symmetric property of equality states that if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. Kahit pagbaliktarin po natin yan, parehas po walang magbabago. Therefore, na-meet po natin yung ating target na yung variable nandito sa left side, yung ating sagot nasa right side. Now, meron din po tayong alternative solution dito. Okay, pwede po ang gawin natin is, right from the start, 8 is equal to x plus 2, yung ating original equation. Right from the start ay pagpalitin na natin sila. We can use the symmetric property of equality first. We can have x plus 2 is equal to 8. Okay, meron po bang nagbago? Yes, seemingly, nabaliktad siya, pero pagdating sa values, wala pong pagbabago dyan. Okay, binaliktad lang po natin. Si 8 napunta dito sa right side, si x plus 2 napunta dito sa left side. Okay, and then we can now work out the equation. We can remove 2 by subtracting itself. So 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Then nag-minus 2 tayo dito sa left side, mag-minus 2 din po tayo dito sa right side. Therefore, we have here the subtraction property of equality. So our answer still is x is equal to 6. Okay? Parehas din po yan. So, it's up to you kung ano pong method ang gagawin nyo. Pwedeng unahin nyo muna yung subtraction property, ihuli nyo na yung symmetric property, or from the start is baliktarin nyo na using the symmetric property of equality, saka po kayo mag-subtraction property of equality. Okay, now let's check our answer. Okay, so we have here 8 is equal to x plus 2 from our original equation. Now, let us substitute the value of x, which is 6, yung sagot natin, dito sa equation. Let's just copy the rest and then we will now see kung equal po siya. Okay, so we have 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is equal to 8. Yes, the equation is true. Therefore, our answer x is equal to 6 is tama. Okay. Okay, example number 4, we have here 5x is equal to 20. Okay, this time, meron po ba tayong nakikitang addition dito? Wala po. Meron po bang subtraction? Wala din po. Ang makikita lang natin dito is multiplication. Okay, remember, this is 5 multiplied to x or 5 times x. But we read this as 5x. Okay, and our goal is to have x is equal to number doon sa ating final answer. Okay, pero may kasama po siyang 5 dito. Anong gagawin natin para matanggal si 5? Anong operation ang gagamitin natin? Are we going to add something? Subtract? Hindi po. Ang gagamitin natin dito is division. Okay? Anong i-divide natin sa 5 para maging 1 siya? Okay? At ang maiwan lang is x. So, I repeat the question. Ano pong i-divide natin kay 5 para ang sagot niya ay 1? Okay, correct. So, 5 divided by 5, magiging 1 po yan. Okay? At kung 1 ang katabi ni x, we don't need to write 1. Okay? X lang po siya. Now, kung nag-divide po tayo ng 5 dito sa left side, ganun din po dito sa right side. Okay? So, again, 5 divided by 5, hindi po 0 ha. Ang sagot is 1. Okay? Now, we will also divide on the right side. So, 20 divided by 5. Now, anong property po ang naaalala nyo dito? Okay, yes, this is the division property of equality. Whatever we divide on one side of the equation, ganun din po ang gagawin sa isang side. Therefore, our answer is x is equal to 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Now, question is, meron pa po bang ibang operation na pwede nating gamitin dito aside from division? Okay, meron din po. Ito na po yung alternative solution natin. We can actually make use of the multiplication property of equality. Paano po yon? So, basing from our original equation kanina, 5x is equal to 20. Now, what are we going to multiply dito po sa 5x para maging x lang siya? Okay, we will now use the multiplicative inverse na tinatawag natin. Kung may additive inverse, meron din pong multiplicative inverse. Ano po yon? It's the reciprocal of the coefficient 5. Okay? Ang coefficient 5 natin, ang reciprocal niya po is yung kabaliktaran niya. Okay? In terms of its fraction form. Remember, 5 is equal to 5 over 1. Pag babaliktarin po natin yan, it will be 1 over 5. Okay? Ganun din po ang imumultiply natin sa kabilang side. We will also multiply 20 by 1 over 5. Okay? Whatever we multiply on one side, we will also do it on the other side. Okay, yun po ang multiplication property of equality. Now, let's multiply. 1 over 5, the reciprocal of 5, times 5. So, we will have 5 over 5. Paano po naging 5 over 5? Remember, multiplying a fraction to a whole number, we multiply the numerator, 1 times 5, and then we will divide it by the denominator, 5. Okay? Another way to do it is, gawin yung fraction si 5. Ano po ba ang denominator ng whole number? It's always 1. And then numerator, multiply to numerator, denominator, multiply to denominator. Magiging 5 over 5 po siya. Okay? Ganun din po dito sa isang side. 20 times 1 divided by 5. I repeat, 20 times 1 divided by 5. So 20 over 5 po siya. Now, 5 over 5, we can cancel this out. Ang sagot, hindi po 0, it's just 1. Okay? And then 20 divided by 5, we will get 4. So, our answer is x is equal to 4. So, you see the difference? Parehas po yung nakuha nating sagot, pero magkaibang property ang ginamit natin. Okay? Kung ako po ang tatanungin, it's better to use division property of equality pag ganito po yung ating original equation. Okay? Now, let's check our answer. 5x is equal to 20. Let's now substitute. The value of x is 4. We can replace x with 4. We have 5 times 4. Tama po ba? 20 over 20. Yes. Okay, the equation is true. Therefore, our answer here is correct. Okay, example number 5, we have here 2/3 x is equal to 6. Okay? So, as you can see, fraction na po yung ating numerical coefficient. Okay? Kapag ganito po ang case, dito na natin pwedeng gamitin yung multiplication property of equality. Okay? Mas appropriate pong gamitin dito ang multiplication property of equality kaysa division. Okay? Kasi may mga fractions na po tayo. So, we can now multiply yung ating coefficient 2/3 by its multiplicative inverse. Okay, yung sinasabi po natin kaninang reciprocal, yung kabaliktaran ng ating fraction form. So we have here 2 over 3. Ano po ba ang kabaliktaran nito? It's 3 over 2. Yun po yung multiplicative inverse niya. Okay? If we are going to multiply it with the multiplicative inverse, laging ang sagot po natin dito is 1. Okay, ganun po ang purpose nun. Para maging 1 yung ating coefficient. Now, we will also multiply 6 by 3 over 2. Kasi nga po yun yung ating rule. Okay, now, we have here 3 times 2 and then 2 times 3. Kaya po 6 over 6 yan. Okay, just like what I said a while ago, laging ang sagot dito magiging 1 because 6 divided by itself is always 1. Now, here we have 6 times 3. Divided by 2. So, we will have 18 divided by 2. Okay, now our answer, final answer is 18 divided by 2. We get 9. Therefore, x is equal to 9. Let's check our answer. So, let's substitute yung nakuha nating sagot dito doon sa ating original equation. So, we will replace x by 9. We multiply it by the fraction 2/3. Is it going to be equal to 6? Let's see. So, remember, 2 times 9, pag whole number to fraction tayo, numerator to the whole number, 2 times 9 divided by the denominator. So, 2 times 9 is 18 divided by 3. We will get, yes, 6. Okay, so 6 is equal to 6. Therefore, our answer is correct. Okay, example number 6, we have here 2x plus 2 is equal to 16. Okay, this time, our equation is now a two-step equation. So, dalawang major step po ang gagamitin natin dito. Okay, para makuha natin yung final answer. Alright, so we have here 2x plus 2 is equal to 16. Ang goal natin is x is equal to number. So, ano po yung mga kailangang tanggalin dito? Yes, kailangan nating tanggalin yung 2, kailangan tanggalin yung plus 2. Ano po ang uunahin natin? Okay? It's always better to start with, ito po, tanggalin muna natin yung plus 2 dito. Alright? So, we can do that by subtracting itself. No? So, 2 minus 2, magiging 0 po yan para matanggal siya. So, kung nag-subtract tayo dito ng 2, mag-subtract din po tayo dito sa right side. So, what is this property? This is the subtraction property of equality. Okay, therefore, ang maiiwan dito sa left side is 2x. Ang maiiwan dito sa right side ay 14. 16 minus 2 is 14. Now, ang tatanggalin naman natin sunod is yung 2. Okay, para maiwan si x. So, what property are we now going to use? We will use division property of equality. Okay, we will divide 2x by 2 para maging 1 po yan. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now, ganun din po dito sa right side, 14 divided by 2, it will now be 7. So, our answer is x is equal to 7. So, bakit po siya two-step? Kasi gumamit po tayo ng dalawang major properties dito like the subtraction property and then the division property of equality. Now, let's have the checking. Okay? So checking tayo, 2x plus 2 is equal to 16. Let's substitute the value of x here, which is 7. So we will get 2 times 7 plus 2 is equal to 16. Now, is it going to be an equation? Let's see. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 2. Will it become 16? Okay, yes po. 16 is equal now to 16. The equation is true. Therefore, our final answer is correct. Okay, next example, we have here another combination equation. Two-step equation pa rin po ito. So, probably gagamit tayo ng dalawang major properties. So, we have here 1/4 x minus 5 is equal to 1. So, ano yung mga kailangan nating eliminate? Si 1/4 at saka si negative 5. So, anong unahin natin? Always start with addition or subtraction. Okay? So, using the addition property, pwede nating tanggalin si negative 5. So, ano po ang i-add natin kay negative 5 para maging 0? Correct. We will add positive 5. Okay? This is now the addition property of equality. So, negative 5 plus positive 5 will become 0. Now, we will do it on the other side as well. 1 plus 5, we will get 6. Okay, now, we still have 1/4 coefficient ng x. Paano natin tatanggalin ang 1/4? Remember, kanina, pag fraction po ang ating numerical coefficient, anong property ang gagamitin natin para matanggal po si 1/4? Okay, yes, we will be using the multiplication property of equality. So, ano ang imumultiply natin kay 1/4? It's multiplicative inverse or yung kanyang reciprocal. So, kung 1/4 yan, ano ang kabaliktaran niya? 4/1. Okay? We can also use a whole number. Since ang kanyang denominator dito ay 1, okay, pwede naman nating isulat yan as 4. Because remember, 4/1 is the same with 4. Okay? Now, 4 times 1/4, ganun din po ang gagawin natin dito kay 6. Imumultiply din po natin kay 4. Therefore, our answer is 4 times 1 divided by 4. We have here 4x over 4. Now, 6 times 4, we have here 24. Now, let's simplify. 4 divided by 4 is 1. We will get x is equal to 24. Now, let's check the answer. Check po natin. So, 1/4 x minus 5 is equal to 1. Let us replace the variable x with 24. So, magiging 1/4 times 24 minus 5 is equal to 1. 1/4 times 24, or we can just divide 24 by 4. Okay, pwedeng ganun po, no? So, we will get 24 divided by 4 minus 5. Let's see. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Minus 5. Is it going to be equal to 1? Yes. Okay. Our equation is true. Therefore, our final answer is correct. Okay, now for our last example, this will now be called a multi-step equation. Okay, ano pong ibig sabihin yan? It just means that the steps that we're going to undertake is 2 or more. Okay, pwedeng mas madami po. So, ito po yung ating example number 8. We can read this as 4 times the quantity of x plus 2 is equal to 28. So, if you notice, meron na po tayong group. Okay, may groupings na po dito, which is x plus 2. Now, ano unang natin gagawin dito? Okay, we can actually simplify this. No? Pwede nating i-simplify by using the distributive property of equality. Now, using the distributive property of equality, pwede nating i-distribute yung ating 4 times x plus 2. So, magiging 4 times x, we have here 4x. Now, 4 times 2, we will get 8 is equal to 28. Now, after this, as you can see, we have here 4x plus 8. Meron po tayong combination ng mga properties na pwede nating gamitin. So, we can start by removing 8. Okay, we will use subtraction property of equality. So, what are we going to subtract para po matanggal yung 8 dito? So, we can actually subtract 8. So, this will become 8 minus 8. Ganun din po dito sa ating right side. We have 28 minus 8. And then, we will have 4x is equal to 20. Okay, now, we can remove 4 here by dividing it by itself using the division property of equality. So, 4x divided by 4, magiging x lang po yan. And then 20 divided by 4, magiging 5. Therefore, our answer is x is equal to 5. Let's check the answer. Let's see kung tama po yung ating sagot dito. We have here the original equation, 4 times the quantity of x plus 2 is equal to 28. Okay, let's replace the variable x with 5, yung nakuha nating sagot kanina. We have here 5 plus 2, and then, let's see, 5 plus 2 is 7 times 4. Is it going to be equal to 28? Yes. Okay, so 28 is equal to 28. Therefore, the equation is true. Okay, kaya ang sagot po natin kanina, this is correct. Okay, I hope you are now ready to practice. Meron po tayo ditong activity 1 to 10. You're going to solve for the value of x in each equation using the properties of equality. Okay, you can also clearly show each step, including the property use, para po mas masanay kayo sa mga properties of equality. So I'm going to give you time. You can do this on a separate piece of paper. Gawin nyo po. Take your time and try to go back to the previous examples kung hindi nyo po maalala yung iba. Okay, God bless po sa inyong pagsagot. And then later on, I'm going to show you the correct answers. Okay, I hope you are now ready. I'm now going to show you the correct answers so you can check your answers. Okay, andito po pati yung mga solution. Okay, here is the first batch. Ito po yung 1 to 5. Nandyan na rin po yung mga properties na nagamit. Okay, including the specific steps. Okay, next for number 6 to 10. Ito po yung ating solution. Okay, yun. I hope meron po kayong mga natutunan sa ating lessons, and I hope that nakuha nyo po yung mga tamang sagot doon sa activity. Okay? Kung meron pa pong hindi clear, you can always go back to the previous examples para po mas lalo nyong maintindihan. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you again on the next video. God bless and bye-bye. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.